Hi, this is Lucas Palmeira from Imaginando, and I'm here to give you another tutorial on DRC. Today I'm going to show you how to make the bass sound and background sounds for the song Nova by Tale of Us. So let's get right into it. So here I have a DRC, which I have to reload the default patch because like how we did on last week, I have some automations here on the track. You can check that out afterwards when you download the session yourselves. So what I'm gonna do first is reload the default patch. Okay, here I have it. And I'm gonna start by okay, the master should be okay, but I'm gonna raise the pre-gain to 0.9. Okay, the first oscillator to 0.6. Now I go to the filter and the envelope generator to amount controlling the cutoff. I'm gonna drop to 0.258. Okay. Now the cutoff to 0.14. And the resonance to 1.112. Okay, should be okay. Okay. Now on the first envelope generator, we raise the attack just a tiny bit to 0.042. The decay to 0.126. The sustain to 0.1. Okay, and finally the release to 0.107, like this. Okay, now the second envelope generator, we raise the attack as well to 0.048. Okay, decay to 0.165, sustain 0.2. And finally, the release to 159. 0.159, okay? Now we go to the reverb, and we raise the decay to 0.6. And then we raise the amount to 0.172. Like this. Finally, we go to the chorus, we turn the chorus on, and we drop the rate to 0.094. And the decay to 0.3. Okay, like this. So the first sound is done. Let's go to the second one. And do the same thing, open it and reload the default patch. Okay. This reverb that you're hearing is from the send. I will show you and explain you what's happening with the sends in a second. What I'm going to do now is drop it to 0 and let's go on. Okay? And first thing I'm gonna do is raise the master to maximum and the pre-gain to 0.79. Okay? Oscillator 1 to maximum, like this. Now the envelope generator 2 to 0.167. And we drop the cutoff to 0.197. Resonance at 0. Now we go to the modulation page that modulates the cutoff frequency, and we're gonna raise the noise to 0.5. Okay, so you can hear this noise here. The keyboard to 0.556. So the higher the note, the higher the cutoff. Like this. Okay. And now we go to the first envelope generator. And we drop the decay to 347. Okay. Sustain to 0. And the release to 0.178. Okay. Now we go to the second envelope generator and we raise the decay to 0.751. Now the sustain to 0.347. And the release to 0.120, okay, like this. Finally, we go to the reverb, and we put it the same way as the last one, 0.6 here, and the amount at 0.3. Okay? Should be okay? Now, delay. To end it, we turn the sync on, we put the time at 1/4. Now the feedback is 0.276. The cutoff at 0.783. And finally the amount at 0.1. Okay, tricky. Okay. Done. So, and now let's go to the final sound. And basically this final sound is the same sound as the DRC before. The only thing that you have to change, and I'm gonna tell you this, is that the filter on this DRC, you have the envelope generator at maximum, the LFO at maximum. You just copy the other one and put the envelope generator 2 of the filter maximum, the LFO 2 at maximum, and then you go to the LFO 2 and change the rate. You sync it to 1/2. And finally, on the modulation, you give it 0.335 on LFO1, 0.413 on LFO2, and on the noise, you drop it to 0.180. And this should be it. Let's now try and listen to the melody that I've recorded before and see if everything works out all right. Okay, sorry about that. Let's try again. Oops, I'm not choosing everything. Sorry about this. Bear with me just a little longer. No, I'm not being able to record this. Just a second. Okay, I think now we've got it, so let's now listen to the melody that I've recorded before, and I hope you guys enjoy this. And this is it. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Remember, the reason I do these tutorials is so that you guys at home can get close to these sounds and learn through the process how to manage to do sounds like the ones we're trying to recreate. The idea is never to do exactly the same, since there are different synths, the filters are not always the same, the envelope generators are not the same, so sometimes getting really, really close to the sounds, it's much harder than some other times. But I hope the educational side of things will compensate for all that. My biggest goal is that you can use this kind of examples so that you have basis of synth synthesis, and you can afterwards sculpture your own sounds. So I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you again next week. So goodbye, everyone.